Greetings, Portal Masters. My name is Jack, and welcome to a very delayed video. So, before anything, I'd like to say that this is my Skylanders 10 video. I would really like to apologise for it being as late as it is. It's almost a month late. I've just been busy with everything you can think of, really. Friends, family, college. I've been doing my work. I've been doing some early birthday stuff because I'm 17 years each. I've just been doing everything under the sun, including doing a couple other videos which will be uploaded after this one. But this is my Skylanders 10 video. 10 years, right? 2011, on October, Skylanders Supercharged Adventure was released and it changed the lives of millions. Before anything, I'd just like to thank everyone for 100 subscribers. It has been absolutely immense. I guess you could consider this my... oh wait, no, I've got another video planned for that in the future. So, this video is actually going to be my complete Skylanders story. Right? From start to now. Let's get into it. So, the story takes place in 2011. Where else would it take place? Skylanders didn't exist beforehand. So, the year was 2011. It was November, specifically Friday the 18th of November. Right, it was my birthday then. I turned 7, I want to say. But I was just enjoying games on the Xbox 360 like Sonic Unleashed and Minecraft. When one of the things I ended up getting was this. A curious little game called Skylanders Supercharged Adventure. Right? I obviously got the starter pack. I'd not seen any advertisement like when they put Gilbert on the portal. I had no idea what was going on. I just saw a couple of toys. I saw this white base, the game. I booted it up and I was hooked. I was just playing through this game non-stop. I loved it. It was safe to say I'd fallen in love with this game. Everything about it. There's something about the graphics, the soundtrack, right? Putting a toy on a portal and want to get travel to the world of video games. It was just remarkable. And around this time, I ended up getting introduced to an app known as YouTube. Now, I think I might have ended up watching things like 8-Bit Theatre, because I also watched gameplay videos, and that's how I found out about legendaries, such as Legendary Bash. But all I'd watch were just Skylanders gameplay videos. I didn't know much just yet. But around comes 2012. Right, Supercharged Adventure. Right, I'm getting close to all the achievements, and we still don't have them all yet. So Supercharged Adventure. But I'd obtained no new figures this time. And lo and behold, through YouTube, I knew, oh my god, Skylanders 2, and they're massive this time. Right, you already know I had to get my hands on it. But the thing is, I actually got to play it before release. Right, this, my friends, in London, is a toy store called Hamleys, right? If you've never been, it's brilliant. They used to sell Skylanders all the time back in the day. This is actually an image capture from 2011, I believe. Maybe 2012? But they had an event going on where they had a little demo of Skylanders Giants. And I don't know if anyone else went to this event, right? It might have been just me. But there was also like a guy in an eruptor suit, which was funny. Like, he'd lead you to where the game is, and then an actual member of staff will let you play. But they had a Series 2 Stump Smash, a Drill Sergeant, and a Whirlwind in the boxes that you got to demo. And you actually got to take one of them home, right? So you got 3 Skylanders for starters, right, I'm always down. But, right, between these three, tough decision, right? They're all really cool. But in the end, I went for Drill Sergeant. Because, I don't know, he just speaks to me. He spoke to me, and honestly, I'm glad I picked him. He's one of my favourites. But then, now that I know that you can get more figures, because I knew about some Skylanders, I knew about Slam Bam, I think I knew about Ghost Roaster, I knew about Igniter, and Stealth Elf. But at this little shop is where I picked up a light called Prison Break and the Series 2 Flame Slinger, which are now my second and first Skylanders respectively. Drill Sergeant being third. Sprocket's actually fourth, in case anyone was curious. I don't know if anyone was, but I just thought I'd throw that in the ring. So from this and the starter pack, I had more Skylanders now. I could do stuff with elemental gates. I could actually play the game a bit more. Right, I steadily collected a few of the Series 2 characters. I don't think I actually collected any of the cores. I don't recall getting Shroom Boom, Hot Dog, Top Fizz, Fright Rider, Sprocket, Flashwing, or Joe. But do you remember when I was on about the 8-bit theatre? They're actually how I found out about Sprocket. Right? If my memory serves me correctly, they were doing Father and Son Battle Mode, and Sprocket just annihilated the competition. So you already know I had to get that on because it just looked awesome. But I ended up collecting a couple Series 2 figures. I got Lightning Rod. I ended up getting a Sonic Boom at some point, but I can't remember if it was Series 1 or 2, and it ended up breaking along with my Series 1 Trick Hacker, which is pretty unfortunate. That wasn't even the first instance of damage to Skylanders. My Light Core Hex, Series 2 Hex, and my Series 2 Stealth Elf all lost their heads. I have no idea how. It's probably because their necks are like a millimeter thick, so they can literally snap off like twigs. But I don't know. It's probably happened to a lot of people. I've known hexes to lose their arms, but I don't know. The head just doesn't seem common to me. But I would play Skylanders Giants at every opportunity I got, just like Spyro's Adventure. I remember coming home in primary school from a friend's house, right? You already know I was spreading word of this game. And just after I got home from his house, I instantly booted up the game. I was like, I've got a story to continue, right? Ain't nothing holding me back. Right? I had two Giants, I had G-Rex and Hothead. Right? I wasn't, believe it or not, I wasn't actually disappointed with Hothead's Spike Off Factor until recently. By recently, I mean like 2019 or something. Like, you'd think his hands would light up as well. But I guess not. But hey, around came 2013. YouTube. Oh! What's this? It's a third game. Yeah, Mom, Jack, I could get that for my birthday. I don't even know if it was for my birthday, but nevertheless, I got it. Right. Skylanders Swap Boss was fun. I collected more figures, such as Boomjet, Rattleshake, and Hoot Whoop, which, as you can see from this picture from my Instagram, or one of my Instagrams, you can see all the swappers there. Right, Punk Shock, Scorp, and Series 3 Terrafin are all there, but we'll get around to those later, because now we're on to 2014. Right, 2013, it was just a Swap Force year. Right, my Xbox 360 copy of Spyro's Adventure broke, so along with when I got Giants, that was on the Wii, so I ended up getting Spyro's Adventure on the Wii as well, which is probably where most of my original thingy's character data is, along with the Giants version, the Wii version of Giants. If I can, I can probably try and get it up in there, but I don't know. 2014 came around. Woohoo! And we had Trap Team Round Bend. This is a game that I have played a total of once, and I do not own this game. I played it at one of my mates' house in year 5 or 6, I think. No, wait, it was year 4, I think. I remember doing the first level. I remember playing this food fight, I think. And I was just showing how the game works, and it was really cool. Now, these, right here, right? These guys don't need any introduction. Right? The Skylander boy and girl. Hang on, no, not those. There you go, that is much better. This is the true form of bliss, right? My childhood, right, after I started to discover some SkyTubers, but pretty much just these ones, these guys were all that I watched, but like, they were the SkyTuber dominators of YouTube. Right? If you were trying to watch Skylanders content, you already know they'd be there. And to be fair, across their many channels, they had really good content. Right? I could watch them for hours. It would cheer me up on a bad day. They were brilliant. Right? It's a shame that they had to just over-edit their videos. They really just took a stance on kid friendliness, I think. This was before Copper as well, but about this time, this is like the prime of their YouTube life. You can see there's a few red bars of what do you call it? Watched thing is, I didn't watch the gameplay though because I was smart enough to avoid spoilers back then. Still am. There's still a good majority of Trap Team that I don't know. But from then, it was just straight on to 2015, right? The first 3 games held me company through 2014. And with 2015, you guessed it, on the 18th of November, we went and got Superchargers. Kinda. It was a gift I received for my birthday. But while this game was out, I didn't even know about it yet, but we was out at this place here. This is a restaurant called Skylanders. This is just a bit of a side note to be honest, but just look in here. This is one of my early Superchargers memories. I know that sounds weird, but I remember getting the game directly before coming here. So these two kind of tie in with each other, but this was a buffet kind of place in Britain that had to go out of business a few years ago. Actually, I learned that the hard way, like a few years later. But me and my mate at the time, we were just playing through the start of the game, and well, I don't know how far we made it in, because I do remember coming back to Superchargers earlier this year. And I didn't even have the game finished. Right, I was somewhere near the end, I think. But when I remember when I said this, well, if you extend this image, you can see I've got some more here. Right, starter pack, a couple vehicles, Fling Kong. That's because I remember my dad got, I think it was like Easter, sometime, I can't remember exactly. But my dad knew that I liked Skylanders, so he just went and ordered a bunch on eBay. Oh no, it was in a box. And just all of these were here. Now, I don't remember getting Scorp, but it looks like somewhere along the track I ended up with a second one, because I still have that in the box Scorp. It's still hanging neatly, well it's not hanging on anything, it's on my desk. But it's still nice and neatly, it is chilling. And this was my collection for a small time. Right, I told you I had like a couple Series 2s from Giants. I had a couple Swappers, right? Like this is the upper half of my collection. And to be honest with you, here's where the story came to an end. Or at least for a while anyway. 2016 was my last year in primary school. Right, I still played Skylanders quite a bit, but I had just other things on the scene at that minute. I had my SATs, which American kids, it's essentially a set of exams that decide like what your targets are in high school, right? Because I know American people stay in high school till 18, if I'm correct. We graduate at 16. Right, and me nearly being 17, I'm actually a college student myself. So, I was focusing on the last year of primary school. I was just trying to make it as enjoyable as possible, and it did. But going into high school, I think I played Swap Force once or twice. But for the next few years, my Skylanders life was just a wasteland, deserted of Skylanders. Right? They sat in a drawer, pop drawer, near the floor, for several years. Fling Kong stayed in his box for so many years, until I decided to open him up one day, thanks to 2021. I was thinking about some nostalgic stuff. I think it was like January of the year, which brings us to this year, right? We're getting near to the documented part of my history in this game, and I remember seeing the main theme for this game on YouTube, and seeing as though I had nothing better to do, it was like 9 o'clock at night, maybe like 11. I tend to be quite a night owl, so I'm always up late just listening to music. But I just heard the nostalgic tunes of this magnificent game. Right, keep in mind, I had no way to play this. My Xbox 360 version is long gone. The Wii cables are missing, I think. I look like this. Right, this is an accurate representation of me hearing the Skylanders main theme for the first time in years. Right, I'm gonna be honest, I teared up, right? I am a sucker for nostalgia. Right, if you know me in person, then that's something you learn about me quite easily. But from then, I was starting to crawl closer back to Skylanders. I'd re-entered Skylands. Right, I'd booted up Swap Force on my Xbox 360. That's where the image of my collection on the ground comes from. And then we have right here we have Tuimi, right? I mentioned in my first ever video that she is my favourite YouTuber, and that point still stands, right? The experience has only gotten better with her. Right? Just farming donations in her stream. Like, I have donated like several hundred, and as you can see, I am a member. But I believe I saw her this one, right? The Worst Lock episode 2, and I saw this channel. I was like, you know what? Consider me hooked. Right, I started a small donation train, and I was thinking, man, I kind of really want to start making my own Skylanders content. I think that'd be brilliant, because I think it was the next stream or later stream, but I was starting to rediscover SkyTube. Right, I was starting to discover SkyTubers such as Ignite the Fire, Skylander Game TV, Boombringer, Terrapod, and honestly, I kinda wanted to be like that. So that's what I did. I created this channel that you see here, and from then onwards, you know the story, because from the 18th of February, I think, that's when I uploaded my first video. So my channel, my history of the Skylanders now lies with this channel, And I don't mean lie as in dead, I mean lie as in it is now on this channel. And honestly, it's been an amazing, what, 9 months, right, of SkyTubing. I've learned so much as a SkyTuber. I've met wonderful members of the SkyTuber community. Like, here's just a list of them. Alright, if you see your name on this, then you are epic. And if you don't, you're epic regardless. Right? I'm still discovering the SkyTuber community, even 9 months later. I'm still finding new people to interact with, and it's brilliant. I couldn't ask for more. So these past 9 months of SkyTubing, that is history with Skylanders that you can come back to at any time. It's now on the internet forever. And honestly, I don't plan on quitting anytime soon. My future, from February to now, to even in the future, that's something I'd like to continue with you guys and myself. Alright, I'm not trying to get sappy, but I appreciate all 103 of you that are subscribed to the channel. Alright, which does remind me, the 100 sub video is something that I am working on. But I had to get this out because I don't want it to be an entire month late. Which is like a day away from me the month late. I think it... No, wait. Is it? Oh no, it's the 16th today, so this video is an entire month late. I have a tendency of doing that, but I'm trying to get better as a SkyTuber, and it is happening. But with that, that is my complete, or pretty much complete Skylanders history. Thank you so much for hearing what I have to say, for just listening to this video, even if it is kind of poorly made. It's made in Google Slides. But I had fun making this video. I've been having fun, having a good old rant, right? No script in sight. I've just been pouring words straight from the brain, straight from the heart. So here's to 10 years of Skylanders. What an amazing 10 years and a month it's been. And I can't wait for the future. The future of Skylands, the future of SkyTubers, the future of everything to do with Skylanders. I cannot wait. Here's to 10 more, and even more than 10 years of future Skylands. If you did like this video, then please consider leaving a like on it and subscribe to the channel. It would help me out greatly. But remember that Skylanders will always reign supreme as a franchise. And until next time, see you when I see you. No wait. Until next time, see you then, Pokémon Masters.